I feel it is a challenge and an opportunity as well. Sometimes you hear about young people who are closed in their rooms and they don't go out, they just live in this digital world, which is a kind of artificial. How can this digital world help Christian to love God better, to love his neighbor?
Hello everybody, welcome back to FMM Indonesia YouTube channel with me, Sister Patricia FMM. Today I am blessed because you are also blessed, those who are watching now, because we are going to listen or to have a small speaking with one of the special guests from abroad. We will come to get to know him, about himself, about his story, about his experiences. Now, Father, how are you, Father?
Thank you, Sister Patricia, as well.
Okay.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you, Father. Father, for the first time, could you tell us what's your name, which country you are from, and which congregation you are belong to?
Yes, I am Raphael. I come from Italy. I belong to PIME, which is a missionary institute in Italy.
Two words I know in Italy, Father.
Yes.
Like, numero uno.
Numero uno, okay.
Because when we were small, there is advertisement in the television about the COVID. They say this numero uno, number one. Okay, Father. Is this first time you come to Indonesia?
Yeah, it's the first time I have a chance to come to this big country.
Okay, I thought that you have been before.
No, never.
Okay. So the first question is, what is your first impression about Indonesia, Father?
Well, I have been here only 3 days now.
Yeah.
And I have not had much opportunities to go around so far. But the first impression I got from the walk I had yesterday is the variety of cultures which come together, blending together in the city of Jakarta, at least in this part of Jakarta. And also I had the chance today to see at the school there was a cultural program which also showed the multiculturality of this country. So this is very striking aspect.
We also we have the Semboyang, Father. As you already watched the musical drama, our Semboyang is unity and diversity. That you can see the multicultural in Indonesian, Father. Okay, Father, we are going to get to know about yourself, about your mission and experience. What is your view, Father, about the religious life, the challenges they're facing in the religious life in this digital era or digital age?
Yeah, we are, as a humanity, I feel, we are entering into new lands, if you want to use this image. And it is a kind of not yet well known, these new lands. So those who are living in this digital area, they are born in this digital area. Of course, they are different than those who are coming from the pre-digital area.
Yes.
And they enter in that, as myself, for example. And I feel it is a challenge and an opportunity as well. Challenge with all the possible risks that this digital world can bring. I feel, for example, that one of the risks is the solitude. In spite of being an instrument that can put us in contact with all the corners of the world, that it runs the risk to make us unable to deal with the real contact with people. So sometimes you hear about young people who are closed in their rooms and they don't go out, they just live in this digital world, which is a kind of artificial and not real world, but it becomes the real. So to speak about the challenges for the religious life, I feel that they are probably of a similar kind of those of the human relationship. These instruments can become uh, tools and opportunities to live better your faith, to understand better your faith, to share your faith. But they can also become tools that isolate you from a real sharing, also with those who may have different ideas or opinions. And so there is also the risk of building up a kind of artificial faith world, artificial spiritual experience, so to say. So for faith, last Sunday there was a gospel when the Pharisee asked Jesus what is the greatest commandment. And Jesus puts it in the two aspects of loving God and loving your neighbor. So one question could be, how can this digital world help Christian to love God better, to love his neighbor better? And if the answer can be positive, if there is an experience in which you can say, yes, these uh, digital instruments and world is helping me in a concrete way to love God better and love my neighbor better, then I would say it can be a good instrument. The fact that it is a kind of uh, virtual, I think that this is a big question mark, because to love God and love your neighbor, love God can be a kind of spiritual, somehow virtual idea, but love your neighbor has to be very concrete. So you cannot just send an SMS saying be happy and then don't care for the real life of your friend or of your neighbor. So this I think are some of the challenges. I'm not an expert of the digital world. I'm just finding myself into this sea and learning to swim somehow. But I'm afraid I might not be able to analyze it in the deeper details.
Thank you, Father. That is a nice, yeah. The digital era or digital age is a challenge as well as an opportunity to us to, is to just Father say, to witness our faith, to share our faith to others. That I think that two main points, the very touch me more as I listen to yourself, Father. Continue about the digital era or digital age. What is your view or your opinion about AI for the younger generation and for religious life? As we know that more the younger generation, they don't have desire to read the books. They just find out in the AI like GPT chat to find out what they like. The desire or the willing to read is less than that. What is your view, Father, about this AI?
Yeah, also about the AI, I'm not so expert. I know that, for example, the message for peace of the last January from Francis was regarding AI, and he was underlining one aspect which has been taken up by the Catholic Church and also with the Muslims and the Jewish in the interreligious dialogue, kind of creating a morality of this artificial intelligence. So an artificial intelligence without a border, which is knowing what is good and what is bad, and limiting the bad and enhancing the good, that will be a very dangerous reality that can somebody imagines that we will be under the control of this artificial reality in a few years, and we will not be able to escape from it. Somehow, we already experienced how machinery which are set up with the artificial intelligence can condition our life and telling us, imagine, I don't know, when you go into the plane or the train where there is no pilot, but it goes on its own with artificial intelligence. We somehow entrust our lives to this intelligence, which can be, if without proper custody and guidance, I feel that artificial intelligence has to be a tool under human control. If it becomes a tool that controls humanity, then it's really dangerous and it's really is going to lead us not according to values, but according to maybe economical interests. I mean, the values of an artificial intelligence can be very different than what is the conscience and the human conscience. So this will be the challenge, not to let this artificial intelligence, which can be a tool for enhancing the many aspects of science and I don't know, performing in medicine field, in technological advancement, but at the same time there has to be a conscience in it, a morality that can tell what is good and what is not according to the human conscience.
Thank you, Father. Father, share and remind us that we have to put in ourselves the consciousness in using this AI. That is bad or good according to what our conscious, and that is the we have to live the spirit of wisdom to use this kind of digital era like AI, Father. Yeah, thank you, Father.